I'm free. I'm free, y'all.
I hit them with that act reacher. Y'all gonna learn today. I'm a teacher. That act reacher. Get into the bag like berserker, boy. Fuck around, I'ma hurt you, boy. Stick jab, side step, uppercut you, boy. The champ is here, you can't survive in my circle, boy. Yeah. Look at my drip right here. And the verse is all I wear. Verified logo right here. Yeah. I breathe a different air. They can't spar with me. Blood, sweat, and tears. You see the scars on me. I need a fast bag. Split second bag. I need it hitting like a speed bag. Yeah. I age like fine wine. This is that ageless music. I hit them with that act reacher.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, to my peoples and my guys, look alive, it's your boy Act Reacher with another episode of the Jab Jamboree, produced by the LDBC, executive produced by the Full Berserker Clan. Let's get into it. Yeah, this was kind of sporadic. You know how young men are. We very sporadic. You know what I mean? I kind of feel bad. What made me, normally, I did my little training. It was a light workout today. I didn't kill myself like I always do. I got to go to work in a little bit. So this ain't going to be long. I'm dead taking a nap after this because I got to do this graveyard shift. I feel bad about me personally. I don't know about anybody else, but I feel bad personally about me not being able to really talk about Earl Spence and Terrence Crawford because, and let me get in the comments too. Salute, Tay, salute. Yeah, like I really didn't plan it, but I kind of feel bad, like I said, because this is one of them fights that deserve and should be talked about. Bruce Gas, what's good, bro? My OG. Always supporting, man. Always supporting, man. I ain't gonna lie, Bruce Gas, you a real one. Tay, you already know. My New York people, they already know. But Bruce Gas, you a real one because you always find a way to pop in. That's why I always find a way to pop into yours whenever I catch it or I'm free. Like I said, normally I wouldn't have did this. I would have worried about getting my rest. But I feel terrible because we got some good matches coming up next weekend. Well, next week, period. I think Cool Boy Steph and the New Ways Tuesday and Terrence Crawford and Earl Spencer. We actually going to be spoiled next week. We're going to be very spoiled next week. If you're a boxing fan. If you're a real boxing fan. We're going to be very spoiled. Take you say Cuban links. The Cool Boy Steph in the New Way fight, it really intrigues me because that's the type of fight that, I'm going to have. If anybody want to bet that got a New Way, hit me up. I'm on that type of time. This is one of those type of fights where you gamble. Because I know a few people that think that a New Way gonna win. And actually, I look at a New Way's weight progress. He kind of looking. He at 122, but he don't look like fat at 122. Oh shoot, we done got the good doctor, another good doctor. KG's the good doctor, but we got another good doctor. What's up, Doc? Another real one always coming through. Oh, you always welcome, Dr. Mark. Shoot, I might have to bring you on my channel. Yeah, I feel bad about that because I feel like even the brothers, we haven't been doing our due diligence on covering Cool Boy Steph in a new way. In the words of my big brother Drew Titan, I have concerns. We have concerns with him going out there to Japan. I don't like how ripped Inoue look. I don't like that. Is this VADA testing in this thing? I'm not trying to be funny. But is there drug testing in this? I'm not joking or nothing. I'm not laughing. I'm not being sarcastic. I'm dead serious. It's very rare, but this time I'm serious. Like, what's going on with that? Because he looked a little bit more ripped than I seen him. I'm not saying it don't look natural because I haven't seen Inoue for a while. He could have been in the trenches, really training. But I'm just saying, like, when I seen that picture that they showing, I hate when people do that. You know what I mean? They don't show the progress. Like, the top boxers, they show their progress, like Tank, Earl, Dev, and even Shakur, like shaving down and stuff like that. But when it be certain people that you probably see once and then maybe like the last month and then you start seeing them, I got concerns about that, bro. Big Texas Cletus, what's good, champ? We got I'm definitely with Drew with that. I got concerns. Even though I got Cool Boy Steph, I think Cool Boy Steph could get through it. Cool Boy Steph arrived there maybe last week or a week before that. The weight looked like it came off. Because Cool Boy Steph, he could get a little big, you know what I mean? Like me. You know what I mean? Me and him is like the same size. I don't know about 5'8". He probably 5'7". You know what I mean? Everybody was there when I took the picture with him. Salute to everybody that was at the Deontay Wilder fight and Helenius fight. You know what I mean? That was a good meetup, man. And more people came out than I expected them to. But yeah, out of all the boxers I really wanted to take a picture with was Cool Boy. Not so much on some fanboy stuff. It was more to size them up. Because you never know. You know what I mean? And I was like, oh, I was on some Triple H and Blade. You're not that big. Like I thought you was. You know what I mean? Me and him was like definitely girth and height wise. We was the same exact size. You know what I mean? So maybe girth-wise, I might actually be a little bigger. But he could get big. I seen it. But I like how the weight came off. I like him and his trainers over there. They look focused. They look locked in. I'm rooting for him. But I know Inoue. Nah, it ain't no Tay. I gotta bang the gavel on you. It ain't Act Kent. You already know. Come on, Tay. You know it's Act Wayne. It's Act Wayne. Stop playing. Stop playing. It's Act Wayne. Oh, yeah. Like I said, but I know the challenge that the monster Inoue presents. Inoue can box, and Inoue is very, very strong. He's strong as an ox. You know how I always say you got that little short dude in your community that's stronger damn near all the big dudes, even though the big dudes don't like to admit it, because it's not just about being big. You got to be able to actually use your physicality. If you get tired, you ain't going to be able to do nothing. KG even could attest to that. KG is a big dude. KG like 6'2". He's like, yo, I do not like fighting small dudes because they don't get tired. And then if you get tired as a big dude, then what? You're done. So you got to be in good shape, especially with a dude that's younger than you. It don't matter how big you are. If a dude is younger than you and you're not taking care of yourself, it's going to be easy work. It's only a matter of time. I was reading this, Dr. Mark. I was reading this old ancient fight. I think it was in like Greece or something. And there was this older dude. He was slaughtering everybody. But the young, they kept telling the young dude, like, yo, chill. It ain't your time yet. We gonna unleash you. The old dude was killing everything. He was old, big as hell. Like, I think his hide may have even been impervious, how he trained himself. But when that little dude, they let him off the boat and he ran forward, he probably did something I would have did. He speared the big dude to the ground, right? They both kind of fell, but the big dude was so fast on the floor, he freaking took, you know how they helmets was back in the day where the strap, it had like a strap on it. The strap went down to his neck. The small, younger dude twisted that joint, choked him out. I was like, that's very realistic. Bodied him. It didn't matter that he was like 6'1" and the other dude was like 5'8". He killed him. You gotta be agile, even as a big dude. They don't, So yeah, I was reading a story like that. I be reading a lot of stories like that, when I'm in camp to get me motivated, more gladiatorish. Salute to my New York brother. See, D-Man Jr. was like, yo, don't do me like that, champ. I want to drive you around when you the mayor of New York. Because I told all my New York people, y'all better show up. He's like, don't do me like that. When you become the mayor, nah, for real, Dr. Mark, I'm not joking. I'm not joking. It was like the dude was, the big dude was slaughtering. It didn't matter if they was younger, but they was waiting. They was one of their best soldiers. He wasn't big, but he was very skilled. And he was young and he was in shape. And they finally let him off the boat. He ran, clashed with his shield, tackled the big dude to the ground. They both was on the floor, but the big dude was the smaller dude was more agile. And he caught a hold of his helmet. He kept twisting it and shoot. It don't matter how strong you are, like any mortal man, you gotta be able to breathe. And he died where he fell. Real talk. So don't go off of that. If you don't take care of yourself, you ain't gonna do nothing with nobody. I never go off of that. Do you take care of yourself? How's your wing capacity? And you still gotta take account, no matter how small a dude is, they in their prime. Are they agile? They not smoking, they not drinking, they eating right. You don't want to go up against somebody like that. I don't care how big you are. You do not want to go up against somebody. It's going to be a long night. Shoot, I'm the type of person, even if the big dude is doing this thing wrestling, I'm still, you can't tell me when the fight stop. You better get a gun. You can't tell me when the fight stops. I'm staying there all day till you get tired. And I could go all day. I've done it in fights. It's not a theory, it's a fact. He said, that's a fact. Just because you big don't mean shit. Yeah, that don't, I never, bro, like I said, I was that strong dude in my hood, beating up big dudes. I love that because they get tired quick. I actually hate fighting dudes smaller Like KG said, I agree with him on that because they always gave me a harder time. It's kind of like, yo, matter of fact, I'm gonna compare it to boxing. I gotta give Stay Ready credit because I remember we was talking about Tank, and I was like, yo, Tank specialized in knocking out bigger dudes. He like Mayweather, he must have been one of them dudes. Me also, that always had to go in the ring with bigger dudes, so he specialized at breaking them down. And then Mac was like, yeah, but, and then Mac rebutted me. And he said, yeah, but if Tank get in there with somebody his size is smaller, he ain't gonna know what to do. And look, I hate to admit that Mac was right, but that shit came true. It came true. When he fought Isaac Cruz gave him all type of fits. So I gotta admit that came true. That's why I say I actually don't like fighting dudes my size, maybe a little bit taller. You know what I mean? Because they may have the wing capacity and all of that to keep up. Like a 5'9", 5'10", dude that's, lean. You know what I mean? I always believe in having a Spider-Man type body. Not being too bulky like Wolverine, short, stubby, but more if you're a short dude, still having like a Spider-Man type body. Lanky, you know what I mean? Flexible so that you could get out the way. Yeah, Pitbull Cruz was a headache, bro. I think he would give me a headache because he's shorter than me. I think he would give me a headache. I would beat him, but he bigger though. He had a bigger weight class though. But Isaac Cruz is strong too. I'm actually looking forward to seeing what happens with him. They seem to always put him on the big undercards. Dr. Mark laughing. He said, "Nah, for real, I do. That's what motivates me. I don't always just film study. One day I might film study. Another day I might listen to an audio book about warriors like Hannibal or Carthage. You know what I mean? I'm real deep with that warrior stuff. See, a lot of people they just talk boxing, but they can't get into the real mindset. You got to get into the mindset. And I'm not just, you take this and receive it. You know what I mean? I know what I'm talking about. I don't won tournaments when people thought I was going to lose. Matter of fact, I remember that Pro-Am tournament that Junior was supposed to give me my Punch Junkie T4 in Long Island and Freeport, and I actually won that. And my mom just passed away. You know what I'm saying? Nobody thought I was, even my coach, he was like, are you mentally there? And that was the only time Coach James ever doubted. But we did it. He gave me a big ass hug, all of that. Called me his son and everything. He never called me that before. He said, I used to wrestle with dudes way. I know, I could tell, D, man, you from New York. I already know you ain't lying. I know you ain't lying because them big dudes come through talking trash and stamina be terrible. I love it though because you get more credit. So I actually rather fight the bigger dude because you get more credit for that. Well, at least if he's like a figure in the community. I'll never mind it. I always welcome the challenge. What my boy said, I ain't never scared like Bone Crusher. And I wish a nigga would. I chop lumber. Word. That's why I came into LDBC sparring heavyweights. I was doing that. Now you see all the pros, smaller pros doing that. But Axe 503, Axe Steels, Axe Stay Ready. They was there. You know what I mean? Now everybody want to spar heavyweights. Only other person before me I knew ever doing that was Terry Norris. That they tell me. They said Terry Norris could never spar nobody his size. He used to always knock them out in sparring. So he had to fight bigger dudes. And my coach said he knew a Puerto Rican dude in Harlem like that in the 80s, like me. that could switch, that was strong, that used to have to spar heavyweights. The footage is up there on my channel somewhere. I got so much up there. It's up there. I'm gonna stop doing it because when I get ready to come through with Kano and Kay and Coach James, I want to have the best advantage ever. I don't really want no footage up there because I know there's dudes that don't really got no footage about them. If they skilled, they do better, and they bump off a lot of top dudes. So, but anyway, enough about me and the communities and stuff. Let's talk about Cool Boy Steph, A New Way, and all that good stuff, because that's a good fight, man. That's a good fight. A New Way, who was an undisputed champion, going to take on Cool Boy Steph. I got to give A New Way credit because I didn't think A New Way would do that. And I was always one of the dudes saying that, yo, why don't y'all like A New Way? This is that and the third. And now look at A New Way now. Hold on, y'all. Somebody at my door. Give me 2 seconds. Sorry about that. All right, I'm back. Sorry about that. It was Amazon. They always do that when I'm live. He said, I gotta respect it. I look at Cool Boy Steph is definitely the bigger guy. I think Cool Boy Steph, as far as fundamentals and skill, I think he's the better guy. As far as power, I don't know. I could say Cool Boy Steph got the power because he's the bigger guy and he's been campaigning at 122. And Monster Inoue is just coming up, taking on Cool Boy Steph. Like I said, but my thing is this. I've been looking, I have seen Monster Inoue in the beginning when the fight first got announced. Him sparring and things like that, but he was not sparring the African American style. It's a different athleticism, brother. So you should have flown an African American fighter, or at least a Hispanic American fighter that can replicate the style. I seen him fly in, somebody from Mexico. It just looked like regular sparring. It don't look like a Mexican brother like Estrada. I mean, not what's my man's name, man? What was his name? That's my man. I can't remember his name. That was my man's. Where he was sparring. Where he boxes a lot. I can't remember. He was fighting. He said you can't copy Scooter style. I agree, D-Man. I agree. You can't. He said anyway, he ain't gonna be a monster. That's a fact. That's a fact. That is a fact. That is a fact. And look, I gotta keep it real, D-Man Jr. Because if Mac, Red, and KG and all of them was there, they'd be like, you was the main one campaigning for Monster Inoue. So I'm not even gonna act like that. But I like Cool Boy Steph. And I want him to win. I want him to win. Um, I'm not gonna lie. Looking at the muscle mass that Monster Inoue put on, I don't know how he put it on. So, it's a lot of questions. I'm still picking Cool Boy Steph. If anybody wants to make a bet, this is one of them fights because I believe in cool boy Steph that much that I will bet on him. I don't do that all the time, but I believe that he could get through it. But Monster Inoue, let me tell you, he's not easily dispatched. I think Cool Boy Steph is gonna win by possibly majority decision. Because I'll notice that Cool Boy Steph, he can get lowered into a fight. In that B Figgy fight, he got lowered into a fight. So it can happen. It definitely can happen. Oh, D-Man Jr. said, I never liked Dude anyway. For real? Nah, I ain't gonna lie. I like the Monster Inoue. That's why I can't even sit up here and lie. I know you don't want me to lie. You know my mama was part of them church folks. She was diehard Christian. I know you don't want me to lie. You know what I mean? Because 503 and Mac and all them be like, oh, Ack, you was the main one. You know what I mean? With Monster Inoue, when we used to be, Mac used to persecute Monster Inoue. He was like, and he was like, yo, like, and I used to be the one like, nah, Inoue, you know what I mean? Nah, Inoue, nah, for real. They would tell you, my bros would tell you, like, Ack was the one. I can't even say none of the rest of them is. I actually would defend them like, I was the one. Everybody else was like, Like, what do you see? Like, he ain't fight nobody. You know what I mean? I was the one like, but he's talented. But I do think he's a smaller guy. And I like Cool Boy Steph confidence. Oh, yeah. You was around, Cool. Yeah, you was around. You was around, D-Man. He said, see, I know you used to pull for. I did. I like Monster Inoue. He's not a bad person. He look out for his little brother. He act like the real older brother. He remind me of Jose Benavidez. I like shit like that, bro. You know what I mean? I can't cap. Like he actually, him and his little brother actually ended up at the same division. He moved up because of him. In my mind, that's real older brother sacrificing. Don't be talking about you a real big bro if you ain't sacrificing. He sacrificed. He could have stayed there. Because I'm looking at him, I'm like, he even looked too small for 122. But then I seen this picture, and I'm like, oh, shoot. He looked like he took the Captain America soldier serum. I'm just keeping it real. I got questions about that because I didn't like when they was getting ready to do the VADA testing, how he got all shook up. I ain't like that. I got to bang the gavel on him for that. I got to bang the gavel on him for that. Got to bang the gavel on him for that. It's terrible. That's horrible. Like, what was you really doing out there? You know, but I think everything will be all right. Cool Boy Steph arrived there safely. I seen the little press interview with the Japanese. Yo, it's really a big deal out there in Japan. It is. You heard? Oh God, I'm sounding too New Yorkish, D-Man and Tay. You know what I mean? It was really looking, yo, they had that joint up every. I'm actually glad. Cool Boy Steph, salute to you. I'm actually glad you took that chance out there. Because they got his poster everywhere. Him and Inoue really is a big star like how I thought he was out there. Because they got that everywhere. And I got a god sister out there in Japan that does like she draws anime. She's like, I'm not joking. And she's like, yeah, I see it, bro. I see it. And she took her whole life out there, and I respect her for that. I don't know if I could have did that in another country. I don't know if I could have did that. I know another person I went to school with, Alexis James. She went to Dubai. And I remember she made a post before she left, like, yeah, I'm about to take my whole life out there. Da, da, da. You know, y'all wish me. I was like, you know, that take a lot of courage. I think I got a lot of courage, and I'm so brave because of the boxing. But, you know, there are many forms of courage. I got to stop thinking it's just about being a gladiator and going to war. There are many forms, right? Where Dr. Mark at? Dr. Mark, if you still there, right? There's many forms of courage. I'm learning, Dr. Mark. I know you proud of me, champ. There's many forms of courage. It's not just using your hands. Being a parent takes a lot of courage. So I can't, because I ain't gonna lie, I used to always think, yo, man, if you ain't putting your life on the line, man, da da da. Nah, but there are many forms of courage. He said he might have shot up and had to take time to let it psych. I know I ain't gonna front, but I don't want to think like that because, like you said, I used to pull for him and I don't want to look like an idiot. But at the same time, when that situation arose and then the fight got pushed back, I was kind of thinking that. I gotta be real about everything. You heard? I gotta be real about everything. That's just what it is. But, you know, I think Cool Boy Steph got this. He said, I'm a parent 3. You know what's crazy? That if I ever did have kids, I said I always wanted 3 kids. That was always my thing. I said, that's enough for me. I ain't gonna lie. If it's any more than 3, if you want any more than 3 and I'm with you, we both gonna get a cheat free card. Tay gonna be like, you terrible. Yo, I'm just keeping it real. I can't do nothing for you. After 3 kids, I can't do nothing for you. And I mean, I don't care how much I like you, girl. 3 and that's it. I was talking to this other girl. She was like, no, I want 5. I was like, that's a lot. You know, I had 9 brothers and sisters. That's a lot. No, I don't want a big family. And it's crazy because my boss, she got 6 kids and she's the only child. I said, that's too much. I kept it real with her. And she gave me a look. Well, I'm keeping it real. That's too much. She don't look bad. And she ain't Irish, but still. That's too much, man. It's too much. I can't do it. I had a big household. Like, you know what I mean? Like, nah. 3, that's all you get. If you want more, you can have one with somebody else. I'm sorry. I know. It's 3 and nothing. 3 the hard way. Felix Nunez, what's good, Primo? From my pops hood, from Patterson. He said, trust me, I wish I just had 2. 3 kills. D-Man Jr.'s a fool. That's why I like with my New York family in the building. They crazy, man. We all crazy, yo. He He said, "Trust me, I will." If my mom is a twin, my mom used to always say when she's alive, "You gonna be the one to get," because none of my brothers and sisters had twins. So she always say, "Oh, you gonna be the one to get." I'm like, nah, But if I did, that's it. Hopefully, it's a boy and a girl, not two girls. Hell no, because my friend, his mom, that's a twin. My Dominican homeboy, he just like me. His mom is a twin. Identical twin. And he had two girls. They beautiful. He was like, yo, I ain't gonna lie. I wish I would have never had kids. My girls are ridiculous. I was like, they just like you, ain't they? But anyway. Good luck to Cool Boy Steph and his endeavors. Cause it's gonna be a crazy one. He said, "That's me." The well has. Now you sound like my mama, D-Man Jr. Shoot, the well's gonna run dry. That was one of her expressions. For real. He said, my sister had two sets, both girls and boy twins. God damn. I can't even imagine. If I had just a boy and a girl, I'd be cool with that. I'm cool with just that. She said, Tay, stop saying that. She said, you having twins, a boy and a girl. The boy boxing, the girl fighting MMA. Let me tell you something. Honestly, I would let her learn MMA, but if she was going to fight, she's not doing MMA. I'm sorry, Tay. I ain't gonna lie. I'm not. She will really have to go over me and become an adult to where she could do that by herself. I am not putting her around that. If she's gonna fight, it's gonna be boxing. Because I don't be liking how them girls' faces look. And I know my baby mama gonna be fine. Because I always get a pretty girl. So, and I'm not being arrogant. That's facts. You can ask anybody that grew up with me. You know what I mean? It's not a theory. It's a fact. So, we're not playing them games. We're not playing them games. You could think you have a crystal ball all you want. You're going to have to get another Crow t-shirt because I ain't letting her. She's boxing. I'm bringing her to the gym. All of that. I'm telling her, like, she could, like, both of them is going, like, if the MMA dude is there, like how I do, she could learn how to wrestle and stuff like that. But I don't like how they get paid. And I don't like how them girls' faces be looking after they fight. Some of them girls is actually pretty. And they go from looking like that to like what the other good doctor says, from looking to morph. They face start looking like morph. And I ain't with that. I ain't gonna front. I'm gonna end up running in the ring. I'm gonna end up jumping over the cage like Khabib did. I ain't playing that shit. You crazy? You out of your mind. My daughter face y'all look like maybe my son, because that'll be a little act. I know he can handle himself. He gonna be a pirate. I mean, straight up gladiator. But my daughter, hell no. I don't care how tough she is. I'm hopping over that gate like what? Like Stone Cold and The Rock, all of them, and the Hell in the Cell. I'm hopping over there. Where 503 at? He gonna be like, yo, Act, you a fool. I'm hopping right over that cage like the steel cage matches. Real talk. Ain't no way. And I know 503 would feel me because he got a daughter. That's his twin. I know. Hell no. She's fighting MMA. I could see 503. I hop right over there with my bro. Like, hell no, bro. Hell no. My daughter, I don't like MMA. I'm sorry, Tay. I like MMA to watch, but as far as one of my kids doing it, nope. I trust boxing a little bit more. Yeah, the business is shady, but I feel like I don't know, them knees and elbows and my princess. Nah. Nope. Y'all know how I am. I'm very impulsive. So y'all know I'm not lying. She said, Alicia, man, listen, man. I don't like how people think Tony Harrison getting in there. I don't know. I don't know about Bumgarner. I don't know, Tay. I love her though. That's still wifey. And I'm gonna get that interview. She gonna come somewhere towards the East Coast where I could get to. Eddie Hearn, man, do your job, man. Bring her all around, man. God, all this Midwest stuff. No offense to all my Midwest people, but let's go to the Northeast, man. Too cold over there in the Midwest. I know you brought over here one time. I ain't gonna front. I missed it. Damn, I wish it was now because I would have definitely been able to go. Because I got a good relationship with the boss now. Damn. She said, Dr. Mark, I got him cracking. He said, man, MMA is too brutal. I find myself turning my head. Only time I do it is when the girls fight. I'm like 78 with that. I agree 1,000% with the general with that. Like, for real, like, I end up being like, bro, like, because I watched the girl. She was pretty. I think it was an Asian chick. And then, like, when the fight was over, she, like KG said, ended up looking like Morph. If y'all know X-Men, the 90s cartoon, go, y'all know who I'm talking about. Or if y'all got Disney Plus, go watch X-Men the animated series. my nephew ordered that with his intelligent self. I'm like, Pop, yo, bro, like I didn't even, but you know why I didn't get mad? Because he got the triple package and I need ESPN Plus. So it came with that. She said, Tay's stupid. She said, yo, Tay, I can't mess with you. You got me crying today. You on the road today, Tay. She said, you should have claimed her when she was there at Get Your Wife. Yo, I'm getting that interview, yo. Watch on everything I love. I'm getting that interview. He said, wait, hold on. Let me just scroll up. I don't want to make sure I didn't miss nothing. Because I think I caught most of it. She can do Muay Thai. Oh, yeah, I did miss that. She don't even have to do MMA. She can do Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu. Oh, yeah, like kickboxing and stuff like that. All right, that's different. That is completely different, Tay. But UFC, I feel like once I start that, she will want to go in the UFC. Seeing her brother in the box. And I don't even know if I want them to box. Like, as far as professionally, they would have to really show a passion for that. I'm not pushing for that. I'm going to show them how to do that just for self-defense. But as far as pushing them to do that, that's on them. I'm not going to be one of those type of parents. She said, oh, I missed a lot. She said, that happens. Tell Fella to make that shirt. Crystal Ball Tay-Tay. Tay-Tay, you bugging. She said, your baby mother is Alicia. She said, y'all gonna have twins, boy and a girl. Yo, stop, man, because twins really running my mom's side of the family. So hopefully my dad's side of the family kick it. I wouldn't even want my daughter to box, but definitely not MMA while I'm taking care of her, paying her bill. Like, for real. See, I know you a real one, Dr. Mark. You look like one of them dads. Like, yo, baby girl, I'm going to teach you how to drive. That's how I'm going to be. Like, what car you want? I want you to have. What's your first car going to be? Like, yeah, I'm be them type. And I ain't even had my dad, but I know how to move. because I have father figures in your life. You don't need an actual dad in your life. Tell Dr. Mark, am I right or am I wrong? You don't need a person that's your actual dad. You can have a father figure that actually teach you how to move. And that happens in the community a lot, depending on when you was born. She said you gonna have a pretty baby. Tay, don't forget the African American. Don't forget the African American. Because remember, the mother is 70% of the blood, the father is only 30%. She said, it's unavoidable. It is your destiny. Yo, Tay, I'm banging the gavel on you. What is wrong with you today? Why you think you a prophet today? And stop jinxing me with that. Like, twins is a lot of money nowadays. Even if you just got two. Look what D-Man Jr. just said it. Our New York brother. My Queens brother. He just said it. He's like, yo, bro, I wish I would have just had the 2, not the 3. Did I read that? He said MMA is too damn brutal. I found myself. Yeah, I read that. It doesn't have to be mixed martial arts. You should have claimed to. Okay, I read that MMA. Oh God, damn. I'm trying to read the chat so I can continue on. You should claim. Yeah, I did that. Even when it's the dudes, that damn near breaking arm or leg shit, I'd be like, oh, yo, for real, bro. Oh, my first sub, Mark Wonderlich, he's still here. Salute, champ. MMA is what I love. I can't help. Yo, and I ain't mad. Boxing is what I love. I can't help it. I like pugilism. He said, hurry up, bro. I'm ready to become an aunt. My sister said that too. What it do, Judge? Salute, Teach. Salute, champ. All facts, my brother. Excellent act. Absolutely facts, kid. I'm glad I make you laugh, Dr. Mark. I like making people laugh because, you know, nowadays in America, we going through another recession. You know what I mean? I like to make people laugh. Yeah, but I think Cool Boy Steph is going to win it. Mad that people haven't really been talking about it. Oh, okay, Dr. Mark. Hey, ain't nothing wrong with that. One kid, I ain't even mad at that. Like I told you, my manager at my job, it's a female. She was an only child, but she got 6 kids. And I had 9 brothers and sisters, 4 boys, 5 girls, and I don't have no kids. So you see how that works? You see how that translates? She said, me and your sister already. Well, I don't know. The way things is in this economy nowadays, I need to be very careful. But anyway, now let's talk about the fish and the crawl and the crawfish. I gotta be. Oh my God. I raised 5. Oh my God. 4 boys and 1 girl. Dr. Mark, God bless you. God bless you. And Dr. Mark said, you stay on point and always keep it real. Facts. You heavy, King. She said, Teach said, laugh. Dang, y'all keep coming through it in the comments. I'm trying to talk. Flows, it's never too late to work things out. Set the. What you mean? You want him to have more? Teach? Oh my God, Teach. Anyway. Speaking from dudes that actually have three. Well, Terrence Crawford got a few kids. I think this Terrence Crawford versus Errol Spence fight is amazing. I'm sad that the LDBC meet and greet was called off. Shout out to Black and the General. When I was doing my exercises, I was listening to Trill Boxing Talk and the Queen CC. You know, Black and CC are my Pisces brother and sisters. Just like Junior is, they all March Pisces. Me and CC have the same birthday. I believe her birthday is March 1st. Salute. You know, it's crazy because I can't even be mad that the meet and greet got called off because since we've been doing this well, at least since I've been around the LDBC. Salute to my Bronx brother, Highbridge Finance, Mike Biggs. And let me tell you, Highbridge is a rough area, just like Cortland Ave. But if you're from New York, if you know, you know. You know, I believe you are. If it's not you, then it's Clarence McLean. I know Clarence McLean. But you know, that is a very. I gotta admit, y'all. I'm one of those type. I love Errol Spence. That's another Pisces on March Pisces. You know what I mean? He's 2 days after my birthday. But I gotta admit, it's so many factors with this fight. And even if I don't go with my favorite fighter, I gotta be realistic because at the end of the day, I fight. So I look at it from different lenses, and I need people to understand that. You know, like the time off with Earl. I don't think Terrence Crawford, and I don't know why people keep bringing up the age. They 2 years apart. Stop that. It's not a difference. It's not a difference. 2 years, I don't care what you say and break down. 2 years is not, and it ain't even a full 2 years. It's like a year and some months. So we got to stop that. Like, I don't know what people keep doing. Like, stop. Like, if you do that, I'm not even going to hear your story. Now, if it's 5, 6 years, like Devin Haney and Tank being the older one or something like that, all right, I get that. But 2, 3 years, 4 years, nah, bro, that's not 7, 8 years, shit like that. Yeah, okay, I get you. But 2, 3, 4, 5, that's not really that much in my mind, especially if you're taking care of yourself. That's not going to be a factor. What's going to be a factor is who can make the other person not be able to do what they're normally able to do. That's what I realized with these caliber of top fighters. It's also going to come down to how they are living. That's why I don't know if I could pick. I don't know how they are living. Like after training camp, is Terrence going home drinking Is Earl going home drinking and smoking? Like, all of that is going to play an effect. Y'all could think that can get dismissed. Terrence Crawford is too talented for you to be drinking and smoking, if you really are. Vice versa for Earl Spence. You should not be drinking or smoking when it comes to fighting somebody like them. You need to be all the way locked in. And this is just me being honest. I ain't trying to scare y'all, but it's the truth. I got to give y'all a real boxer's perspective. You cannot. Why you think you seen Devin Haney and Shakur Stevenson at the party and they was both drinking water? Because they know it's not a joke. Tank ain't a joke. Why you think Tank was still training in jail and he was only 140? If it would have been the old Tank, he would have been like 180 in jail eating 80 honey buns. Because they know it's not a game no more. They at the point where it ain't nothing but live dogs. Nothing but live dogs. Literally, let me repeat that to y'all. I hope Earl is doing the right thing. Earl, I hope you is not. I hope you just joking and it looked like you baiting him in. Bro, I hope you ain't. Terrence Crawford is nothing to be played with. I don't care what he said. Oh, I think about losing. And, oh, you don't think Earl Spence think that? He just didn't say it. It kind of shows to me he's signing a prospect. Frank Martin is doing main events to me too early. All of the signs is there. I got to pull the Honorable Elijah Muhammad boy. It's showing you in the signs. At the same time, Terrence Crawford too. Training all of these younger dudes. So they preparing if one of them lose. So, you know what I mean? Even though Earl's saying he's going to break him, I didn't like I could tell you two things I didn't like. I didn't like in the Sean Porter fight, I felt like Sean Porter was kind of doing his thing with Terrence Crawford, even though Terrence Crawford wasn't getting uncomfortable. But then Terrence Crawford turned that switch on. With Earl Spence, I didn't like the Danny Garcia fight. The mouthpiece flowed out. And then I didn't like my Cuban cousin, Ugas. When he hit him, he thought his teeth got knocked out and he was picking up his mouthpiece. That I heard my brother Red talk about that, but that's not good. You need to still be fighting. With somebody like Terrence Crawford, you think that he ain't smart enough to capitalize on that? Use your brain. Or like my mama would say, use your membrane. Bro, Terrence Crawford could knock him out, just like Earl Spence can knock out Terrence Crawford. I'm just keeping it real. Terrence Crawford could switch. He could box. Y'all better get your minds right, man. Don't just be saying stuff to say it. This shit is, I'm scared for Earl. I'm keeping it real. That is a dangerous, dangerous man. You know what I mean? And he's training in the Colorado elevation in the mountains. And he's not really going to really change to dry heat. Because he's already at this time right now, it's dry heat in Colorado. So he actually going to do it smart when he come to Vegas. Earl went from wet heat in Texas to dry heat in Vegas. What are we doing, bro? See, I'm a fighter. I know this. I got a strength and conditioning coach. I got a regular coach. KG is another strength and conditioning coach plus boxing coach. So it's Perry, KG, my coach James that just do the boxing, and he knows some strength and conditioning because he's from the old school. He from like Dr. Mark's time, the good age of boxing. Bro, this shit ain't funny, man. Don't just be picking people to pick people. You know what I mean? That's how they be getting at us. Even if you know, just be like, yo, I love this person, but I don't know. I'd rather you do that. Because if you wrong, yeah, you just going to be arguing with the trolls, but it's still like, damn, bro. Like, I felt like you picked them to pick them and you seen the signs. Like, I look at everything. I'm the type of person, I overanalyze. Maybe because I had a lot of brothers and sisters. When it comes to male or females. I know both sides because I had 5 sisters, 4 brothers. I'm scared for Earl. I'm very scared. I hope he doing the right things, man. And then, like Black said, I got to second my Pisces brother on that. Like, bro, I don't like him being in Vegas. I don't. Because there's a lot of temptation in Vegas. I agree 1,000% with that. If Terrence Crawford sit here, staying where he at, locked in, motivated, moving with the younger dudes. See, Teach, see, you sound smart. He said someone is going to lose. I can't wait to see who. I prefer someone who will lose instead of win. I mean, yeah, I feel you, Teach. But it's like I said, man, Terrence Crawford is talented, man. The same way Errol Spence is talented. Like, if anybody could just beat Terrence Crawford, it's Errol Spence. It definitely is. Errol Spence is a dog. Whatever's going on in his life, he proved that to me. Detached retina, car accident, but still, all of those things could play a factor in the fight. Just because Terrence Crawford's resume isn't as good as Earl's, that don't mean that he can't rise to the occasion. Because I don't care. That Sean Porter win, that made me look like, yo, I'm sorry. Because I respect Sean Porter. Yes, Sean Porter admitted that he wasn't training and he didn't prepare like he should have, but still, he still was doing good in there. He said, hell, Bud out there too. Oh, he's out there now? Well, yeah, he's out there now. I'm bugging. Yeah, because it's only, he's out there now. But still, he didn't go from wet heat to dry heat. He went from dry heat to dry heat. You got to think about that. We got to be scientists of boxing. We can't just pick who we like, because that's what I feel like we do a lot, and I don't like that. I like people to be calculated in their picks. I feel like we got away from that. We did. We really did. And that don't mean I think Earl's going to lose. I actually think it's going to be a draw, but I'm actually going to take the loss in the pick 'em. And you may never see this again. I'm going to go with, I don't know who's going. Because there's so many factors. Earl with the layoff. I don't believe you can have a layoff with Terrence Crawford. I don't believe you can have a layoff. And I'm telling my bros that too. You might as well give me the loss right now. I'll take the loss. I hope Earl do it. But I'm not picking in this fight. I'm not. This is going to be the first and only time probably until I'm like 50. You know what I mean? Where I'm not picking. I can't pick in this fight. I don't know. I ain't mad at you, D-Man Jr. He said it's a different EJ Bud facing. Okay. You been watching them interviews? Have you been really paying attention to the body language? Don't get me wrong, Earl breaks stuff and all of that, but like I said, Terrence Crawford ain't no slouch. He really ain't. That Sean Porter win, that should have told y'all a lot right there. That shit should not be overlooked. I don't care what y'all talking about. Sean Porter will give anybody fits on any day. Even now, And I seen Sean Porter when me and Drew and all of them was at the New York meet and greet. When we went to the Wilder fight. You know what I mean? He still was looking in shape and all of that. Thank you, Teach. You a smart man, Teach. You a smart man. I don't know. It's 250-50 to me, man. Because if one day I'd be like, yeah, Earl could do it. I want my Pisces brother to do what he need to do. Because he will dead have a movie. I want Earl to win because that will be beautiful. That will be beautiful. But at the same time, there'd be some days I'd be like, yo, Terrence Crawford, he could switch. And he's in deck to switch. And I could switch. And I know what that does. That takes away the jab. Or that could take away the clash of heads. I think Bud's going to start off right-handed, and then he's going to switch southpaw to show he the better southpaw than Earl. That's the only thing that I think that will be Terrence Crawford downfall is him trying to exchange with Earl, because Earl is the bigger dude, and that he starts off a little bit slow. And I think Earl's disadvantages is that the fact that he starts off too fast sometimes, but he can keep up the pace. But he never been in there with somebody like Terrence Crawford. Could you keep up that pace with somebody like Terrence Crawford? I feel like you got to have a balance fighting somebody like Terrence Crawford. That's how talented that man is. Y'all be talking about Terrence Crawford like he can't do, like we done seen him do everything. No, D-Man. I'm disappointed in you. Because usually my Queens and Long Island people is smart. I ain't gonna lie. I haven't been liking how Earl been looking in the interview. Not forget the talking. I'm talking about like the speech been slurred. I'm like, yo, I hope he ain't been drinking. And when you drink, if I know you drinking and you fighting me, I'm going to your body. And I'm knocking you out. I don't care who you are. I'm going to your body because that hard liquor, I know how I've been around my Texas family too long. They like hard liquor. They don't like beer or light drinks and shit like that. They like hard liquor. Trust me. I've been around them for years now. You go to that body and you know somebody drinking that hard liquor, trust me, y'all. You talking to a Pee-wee Gloves and a Pro-Am tournament winner. I'm just keeping it real with y'all. You go to that body, you dig that belly, like my coach would say, abajo. All right. I hope he ain't been drinking, man. He should have been clean. I'm not saying he was. Maybe he, like I said earlier, maybe he was baiting him in. But I'm just being honest about this. I love Earl, man. Earl, my favorite fighter still. And if Earl get through it, I'm going to be very happy for him. I'm not picking in this fight because, like I said, it's so 50-50 to me. Like, I don't know. And that's not picking against him or picking him. And the same way goes for Terrence Crawford, but you got to do the right things with a fighter like Terrence Crawford. I don't care if Terrence Crawford is 60, because he be giving 20-year-olds work. Y'all know, you talk to a man that picks the round actually right, the exact round. I don't say, oh, he's going to win 6 or 7. You're wrong. What is it, 6 or 7? In my world, I keep telling y'all that. You got to be exact. I don't look at you as right if you do that. What is it? It's the 6th round. I need 1 round. Or is it going to be a stoppage? Is it going to be a unanimous decision? Is it going to be a majority decision? Is it going to be split? Then I'll give it to you. But don't be telling me I got it between the 9th and 8th. You're not right. Look at my last couple of shorts. I got the exact round right. That's very hard to do. So you got to listen to me at some point. I'm trying to tell you. With certain dudes, you got to be clean. You got to live like a monk. You got to. I, Mike Biggs, if you say so, it could be a draw. I can see it being a draw. And I can see, like what the general said, it being some controversy in that fight, too. I can see that, too. I can see them exchanging knockdowns. I can see a lot of stuff. Or maybe even not even knockdown. I can see them both getting rocked. Shoot, it could end up not even being a brawl. Even though I don't believe that because of Earl's style. I think it'll lower Terrence Crawford into that. But shit, it could end up being a technical boxing match. I done seen Earl box before. He actually boxed beautifully in the Mikey Garcia fight. And I was mad I didn't get to go down there with all of the family. I could see that. But I gotta keep it real. It's one of them fights. Yeah, you right, good doctor. You right. That don't mean you look, let me tell you about some boxers that I know, even if they ain't been in there with better opponents than the other person. Some boxers fight to the level of their competition, and that raises their game. So don't always look at that. And if we look at the common opponents, I'm not going to really talk about the Kell Brook one so much because I already look at Kell Brook as damaged goods, but the Sean Porter wasn't damaged goods to me. That was a damn good win. And y'all can't deny that. Anybody that deny that is front. Like once he fought Sean Porter, I was like, yo, I don't care. No matter what, I'm giving him credit for Sean Porter. Because Sean Porter still looked good. It's not like Sean Porter wasn't winning. I'm with BFTB. I had Sean Porter winning up until a point. And then they told him he was losing like they did Tank. With Leo, it was the same year. I think with Leo Santa Cruz or Barrios. I don't remember which one it was. And then they both came through and knocked dudes out. I can't front. Terrence Crawford is a complete fighter. He could switch. Y'all don't understand how important switching, being able to switch in depth is. Look at Marvelous Marvin Hagler. Y'all give him his credit. I'm just being fair. You know I'm a fair man always. And like I said, I want Earl to win because I really like Earl, and that's my Pisces brother. But do I think it's going to be a tall task? Yes. Do I think he's going to blow Bud out the water? No. I don't agree with that. I don't. I'm sorry. Terrence Crawford's, he's talented, man. Shoot, they saying the same thing about Boots, but y'all love Boots. Boots ain't fought nobody. Virgil Ortiz fought the better competition. See? Are we being fair or not? Are we being adults? And I know a lot of people doing that. They say, oh, Boots is doing, but y'all ain't talk about his resume. And I love Boots. Boots is probably my favorite welterweight. Earl and Deontay Wilder and Tank, probably my three favorites. But Boots is definitely there. But I gotta admit, The competition, Villa was a good win. Lipidance was a good win, but he said, I ain't that high on Boots. Okay. You wanted a few. But there'd be people that be getting that Terrence Crawford and they Boots fans. You and not you. I'm not saying you, D-Man Jr. But I'm just being fair, man. Just gotta be fair. It's gotta be fair. I just hope Earl is doing the right things. Cause I hope he's doing that to bait Terrence Crawford in. Like, nah, I was just acting drunk. Because some boxers, I have known some boxers to do that. He said, I got my money, good doctor. Okay. Okay, good doctor. So let me ask y'all something. Let's travel the multiverse real quick. What happens if what happens if Bud wins and stops Earl? Then what? Y'all gonna say so what? I don't think we could just dismiss that. The same way, what happens if Earl Spence beats Terrence Crawford? I'm just trying to travel the multiverse. I'm just trying to look. I'm just saying. Then what? Because I know how people do. When somebody lose, they be like, so what? Da 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 da. No, you was wrong. Own that. Now you can still say, yo, I love the fighter. He's gonna come back stronger. This is that and the third. But okay. All right, good doctor. See, I respect that. That's what I like about you. Hold on, y'all. Give me a sec. If he loses, he loses. Yeah, I agree with that, Mike Biggs. I agree with that. Cause I'm not even gonna lie. I remember first going to like, you know, before the Smoke City Mobcast came out. You know what I mean? Like us even bringing it up and uttering, because Terrence Crawford was getting ready to leave 140 and we all knew it. Yo, what's up with Earl Spence? And I remember. And Terrence Crawford kept asking for Keith Thurman. And it was just one of those situations where we just wanted to see it happen. And now to get where we at, that's why I can't blame everybody for saying, and I'm so happy for everybody that we got what we wanted. But I'm, like I said, this is one of those fights where both dudes are so talented. I'm scared for both fighters. Because I've been in there. I know how it could get. It could get real loopy in there. You know what I'm saying? With dudes like that. You know what I mean? So this is a real good fight. I haven't felt this way about a fight in a long time. I haven't felt this way. Probably I won't feel this way again unless Devin Haney and Tank happen. I think it's going to happen at 140. Somebody said that. I don't remember who said that. I don't think it's going to be at 135. I think it's going to be at 140. Tank and Devin. Because outside of this fight, that's another fight. I love Shakur to death, but I just like the history. Even though Shakur got history with both of those dudes himself. But I just feel like Tank and Devin, for some reason, Now I gotta get into Dr. Mark, if you don't mind, brother. I gotta get into some comic book to compare them. I look at Tank and Devin as Devin would be the Flash, and Tank would be Captain Cold. And it's like, Ak, why would you say that? Why wouldn't you say that if Devin's the Flash, it would be Devin versus Professor Zoom? No, well, Professor Zoom would be Shakur Stevenson. I'm saying Tank is Captain Cold. Now, if you remember, Captain Cold in the comics, for all my black nerds out there, was the man that mastered Absolute Zero. Remember, when he would freeze the Flash, he would slow the Flash down, stopping him. The man that mastered Absolute Zero. That means now I gotta sound smart, not like a boxer. Zero atomic motion. Right, Dr. Mark? See, they see I sounded like a college student. So that's how I feel about Tank and Dev. Shakur would be more Professor Zoom because he got the speed and they both will be boxing. So it would be like a mirror match. Teach, don't worry about it. Teach, don't worry. Teach, I actually explained it very well. It ain't really I explained it very well. When I mean zero, you don't know what zero atomic motion is? when stuff gets colder, it gets slower. If you know science, if you was good at earth science, I at least I graduated. I'm a fighter, but I graduated. That's why I say like Tank and Dev is more Captain Cold. I mean, yeah, Tank and Dev is more Captain Cold, not really Professor Zoom versus Flash. I feel like Shakur would be more Dr. Zoom in the Flash because they both got speed and they both really good boxers. It would be that. It would be that. But that's the only other fight, to get back to what I'm saying. He said why? Teach said why those two Flash feel like Tank is the Hulk. I'm trying to keep it lined up with the same things because you know the Hulk is Marvel and the Flash is DC. So I'm trying to keep everything lined up together and organized. So I wouldn't want to mix DC and Marvel together. I wouldn't say Tank will really, even though I did actually put him as the Hulk one time in one of my fingernails. I did do that one time when I compared all the lightweights to Avengers. I did do that, but I got to go to DC on this one. I can't go to Marvel because I feel like what I'm saying is the perfect analogy because the Flashes outside of Professor Zoom, his best rival was Captain Cold. Captain Cold, you don't remember him having the freeze gun? Like before Mr. Freeze. Before Mr. Freeze. He had the freeze gun, you know what I mean? And it slowed the Flash down. The Flash couldn't do nothing with him. And I don't think Tank is fast, but I feel Devin is going to be the faster fighter. But I think if Tank does win, he's not going to outbox Dev. It's going to have to be by stoppage. That's why I compared him to Captain Cold, because Captain Cold used to stop the Flash in his tracks with his freeze gun. He said, yes, I remember Absolute Zero. Yeah, that was one of the best comic books I ever read in my life. And that was before me. One of the best comic books I ever read in my life. But yeah, that's how I see it. And then I look at Shakur Stevenson as Professor Zoom. And actually, Shakur Stevenson actually does act like Professor Zoom when it comes to Devin Haney, messing with him with the contracts and the percentage. Actually, that's how Professor Zoom was. He killed the Flash's girlfriend. So yeah, actually, my analogy, like just like Dr. Mark said, is actually on point. He acts like that. They playing their parts. They really are. I think that's a perfect analogy. The Flash. That's exactly how they act. When it comes to Devin, anyway. But like I said, back to boxing, I think that would be the second best, biggest fight. Tank and Dev. And I hope that it can happen. I really do. I know Big Bro is getting ready to come on. I gotta get ready to go to work. Like I said, I can't wait. I can't wait for this fight. Like I said, I don't, like I said, I want Earl to win. You know what I mean? It's a tall task with a talented fighter like Terrence Crawford. If he does win, he deserves a movie. In my mind, he deserves a movie. Because the car accident, the detached retina, and everything he's been through, and him fighting the top dudes at welterweight, and him beating and him sticking to his word, like I knew he would. I was one of the people that said, like, I know Earl's gonna stick to his word and collect all of them belts and fight who he need to fight. So I got nothing but love and respect for Earl Spence for doing that. Like he really did what he said. I'm gonna get all of the belts on this side, and gave the fans, no matter what happens, he gave the fans what he wanted. He gave the fans what he wanted. Just because I'm so 50-50 with this fight, that does not mean, I'm going against anybody. Like Tank said, just don't pick against me. If you think the fight's 50-50, cool. But, just don't pick against me. I don't like it when people – and I'm not picking against Earl. I just think that it's 50-50. I just don't see it like everybody else. I think that Terrence Crawford, he could turn it on at the blink of a hat, just like I think that Earl, in the right situation, he could turn it on at the blink of an eye. I'm just a little bit more realistic. People don't got to feel the way about that. It's just boxing. I still love y'all as individuals. Even if I pick it, even if we picking different people. That don't have nothing to do with our relationship. Remember that. Because sometimes people be, like, so, that has nothing to do with our relationships and how I feel about y'all. As far as when it comes to the fighters, like I said, I just think that they're that talented where you got to look at it as 50-50. And like I said, I hope both of them, not just Earl, Terrence Crawford too. I hope both of them been doing the right things. You know what I mean? Because this is a very, very serious matchup. Very serious matchup. You know what I mean? This is going to determine, each other's future. And I think both guys are dialed in and they've been taking it seriously. But like I said, with this caliber of fight, you got to take it. If you're taking it more serious, you got to even take it more serious than that. That's how talented these dudes are. And I'm so happy the fight happened. And I remember we talked about it through the campfire in the LDBC. I remember years ago, when they first started the Smoke City Mobcast. That was the first time I remember us talking about it through the campfire. At the same time, we was talking about Tank and Devin, the sparring sessions then. So I believe the Tank and Devin fight is going to happen. We just got to wait. And I think Shakur going to get the winner somehow, some way. The Flash, Professor Zoom, Captain Cole. Shout out to the mighty LDBC, the full Berserker clan. It's your boy Act Reacher. I never steer you wrong. And I'm out. Peace, y'all.
I hit them with that Act Reacher. Y'all gonna learn today. I'm a teacher. That Act Reacher. Get into the bag like Berserker, boy. Fuck around, I'ma hurt you, boy. Stick jab, side step, uppercut you, boy. The champ is here, you can't survive in my circle, boy. Yeah. Look at my drip right here. And the verse is all I wear. Red Fox logo.